Happy Wednesday. Good to see you guys. Hope you're all having a great day so far. Medusa with the sub already. What's going on, Medusa? Good to see you back in here today. Emily, what's going on? Yes, we are playing the new map today. That is the plan. We are working on our Farmhouse Fieldwork challenge. We got, I think, 7 or 8 down yesterday. So we're cruising right along, but the plan is to just keep exploring the new map and to just keep chipping away at that challenge. We got to get 50 games down with that one, so we got some work ahead of us. We've been here before, though. We've done the Ranger challenge. We've done the Sunny Meadow Survival challenge, so, you know, the farmhouses might not be my favorite maps because they're dark and creepy, and we've got dolls and mannequins now and stuff, but should be a fun one. We're having fun checking out the new map. Yesterday was a blast. I hope you guys all enjoyed it as well. But that's the plan for today. We're just gonna keep grinding away at this challenge, and hopefully we can get some good games in. Maybe do a little no evidence gameplay later if you guys want to see a little bit of a break from our fieldwork challenge. But we'll just kind of see how it goes. Emily with the hydrate early on, appreciate it. Been trying to get my water in today, so I'm not coming into the stream already dehydrated. But without further ado, let's get some gameplay going today. What do we think? Okay, we were doing some nightmare gameplay yesterday, which was honestly a lot of fun. Kind of switching it up a little bit from our no evidence games, which was also a lot of fun with the new map, getting to use the evidences, test all the stuff out. So I think we're gonna jump straight into that again today. We'll start with this, maybe work up to some no evidence if that's what we're feeling, but yeah, we're just kind of moving and grooving with the new map and the new challenge. Super excited to just have new content in the game and really enjoying a new map to keep things fresh. All right, getting straight into it. How's everyone's Wednesdays going? Hope you're all doing well. I'm also curious if anybody tried out the new map after our stream was over yesterday. Let me know what you guys think if you did. Okay. Gosh, it seems darker in here today for some reason. Alright, we got our fuse box downstairs, which is fantastic. So now we can start locating our ghost room. Okay, these front rooms seem pretty good, so let's move on back here a bit more. Now, I did hear somebody say that if you crouch while you're going around this, it'll break line of sight. So we might have to do some testing on that today as well. Would love to find that out if that's the case. All right, no voodoo doll. Let's see. Temps are looking pretty good back here as well, so I'm thinking we're probably going to be upstairs somewhere. So let's just head straight to it. No need to waste time. And we're not necessarily going for perfect games on this one, since we're working on our fieldwork, or our Farmhouse Fieldwork challenge. All we have to do is get the ghost correct and survive. Now, that's all we have to do 50 times. So we're kind of just speed running these ones, not necessarily going for perfect games like we normally do with our no evidence. Gosh, all the ambient sounds and movement on this map are crazy. The dust falling from the ceilings, rats running around, all kinds of stuff. Okay, temps are looking normal up here too, so we're either in the attic or our ghost room hasn't cooled down yet. And we do, in fact, have the Ouija board. We'll go ahead and grab a photo. A little extra cash never hurts. Is it hunting already? I thought I just heard somebody else's footsteps. Oh, it definitely is hunting. I don't know what floor it's on, though. I'm scared. Is it still hunting? Okay, hold on. That's interesting. Let's go check our sanity, because our sanity... Oh, we can't see the sanity monitor on insanity game mode. I keep forgetting that. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to grab a crucifix, a parabolic, and honestly, we're going to grab another smudge just to have on deck. I have no idea where that spawned from, so we're going to have a crucifix in the front door, and maybe just kind of hang around there and see if we get a hunt going. Alright. Let's grab all this again. Turn the breaker off, so no gin. Okay. I'm going to take our... Let's see. Maybe we move our cruci in here. We'll walk with it until we get the power back on. Interesting that it hunted so early. Oh, the breaker's not off. Okay. Looks like it just turned the lights off. Alright, let's grab our thermometer. Check that again. It's got to be somewhere either downstairs or it spawned on the second floor and wandered its way down. Could it be the breaker room itself? Still no? Oh man, it's gonna be the mannequin room again. After yesterday, Oh, interesting. Mannequin room's warmer. I'll tell you what, the temperatures are so much more difficult to get an actual gauge on because of how much of this house is destroyed. So it's gonna be cold in most of the house. So we're looking for a pretty drastic temperature drop. Okay, let's do another look upstairs. Seems like stuff is thrown in here. Okay, that is where our room is. Perfect. Okay. So now we want to move our crucifix, grab our camera and our other smudge. We can start loading on in up here. Alright, let's go grab some more gear and get to work. We're also going to go ahead and get TikTok up and running here. Bring in our good old vertical friends. Alright. Oh, I also have to get our heart rate and our timer pulled up here. Alright, we're going live on TikTok. So now we can go ahead and grab our dots. Let's get our video camera going. And we'll bring our ghost writing as well. Alright, we should be up and running on TikTok now. Alright, set to go. Okay, looks like I don't see any orbs. Yeah, looks like we're clear for orbs, which is great. Let's go ahead and get these up here. Okay. There is our first cruci burn. Let's throw this on the ceiling. Alright, we got another interaction there. Let's check our temps. It was dropping pretty quickly. We're super close to freezing temps already, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. This thing is throwing quite a bit, so we already can eliminate a shade. Ooh, we're super close on the temps. There it is. Okay, we have our freezing temps. We also know it's not a shade. Alright, let's run back to the truck, grab some more gear. Let's try and get a little light on in here. Doesn't do much, but it gets us a little something with the sparks flying there. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our spirit box, our EMF reader, And I'm going to bring our second crucifix to place in the back portion of our room. I think because of the layout of the room, our one crucifix doesn't quite cover it all the way. So we're going to want to make sure that we put one in the back as well. So we are good to go. All right. Make sure we are set with our drops going. We place that down. Yep. Man, this thing is throwing a lot of stuff. Could be a potential poltergeist. We'll have to keep an eye out. Oh no, it threw... Oh, it's throwing our poor little... Our little ducky. We'll just put our little ducky right there. Now we'll know if anything happens to it. See if we get any spirit box here. Not getting anything here, so we have freezing temps and okay, no Oni. Let's check again for our orbs. Okay, just burned our other crucifix towards the back. All right, we'll have to keep an eye on our EMF. I'm wondering if it's in EMF 5. Let's also go ahead and get some salt and our UV light so we can go ahead and test for that now. Let's see if it is, or it can't be a poltergeist at this point. So we have that already figured out. We know it's not going to be a mimic. So let's grab some salt, some UV, and then let's bring a firelight so we can also do a bit of an Onryo test. All right. Honestly, just need to bring firelights into this map regardless, just for making it visible in here. It's so dark on this entire map. All right, we're gonna throw this down and wait for that. Let's get that out of the way. And it did throw our ghost writing, so we're not gonna get that. Another missed event. And there goes our other cruci burn. Okay, we do in fact have UV. So let's go ahead, mark that down. We have Hantu Jinn Demon. Okay, we're gonna grab our parabolic mic, our crucifix, and our smudge stick, and we're gonna go downstairs to wait on this. So now at this point, we should be able to figure this out based on the hunt pretty quickly. Very fast. Oh my gosh. We might be in some trouble here. Phew. Okay. I'm gonna have to do another hunt on that. I didn't even have a chance to set up and check where it started its speed. So it seemed pretty fast. Now the problem is with the Hantu, its speeds are gonna be pretty fast on the whole map because of the fact that, you know, there's giant holes in the ceiling and in the wall. So we're gonna grab our two other smudge sticks here. We're gonna bring a firelight in just so we can see a little bit better. But we're gonna turn the breaker off so that we can test it for a Hantu. Because when a Hantu is hunting, if the breaker is turned off, we will be able to see its breath. So we could do that. And then we can check for a Jinn speed boost as well. Let's switch these around. Now it hasn't turned the breaker off, which could also be a sign that it is in fact a Jinn. But we are going to grab our cruci real quick. Oh, already hunting. Okay, sounds pretty normal speed. had a very fast initial speed boost there, so we're gonna go ahead and lock in a Jinn after this hunt. Can't see anything. Okay, we should be good to lock in our Jinn. We didn't see its breath, so no Hantu, and it did have a very fast initial speed boost when it first saw us. So we should be good to lock in a Jinn and hop out of here. All right. Locking it in. Demon, it could still be a demon. It wasn't overly aggressive, but it did seem to have a speed boost. I guess we'll find out. We could have done some more tests. We're trying to go for some fast rounds here. Mark, shout out to you. You had it. You had it right. The old demon tricking us per usual.
All right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting.
All right. Let's see.
Looks like this is going to be a tough one.
Let's make sure all these are going out.
They left in a hurry.
All right, we're going to jump straight into another one, though. See what we can get going. Okay, make sure that we've got our Discord notifications going out that we are, in fact, live. So those should be out now, and we can jump right back into our next game. All right. Okay, here we go. We are jumping right back into the new Grafton map. We're going to try and get our breaker on first thing so that we can get our temperatures kind of balanced out. We do have the downstairs breaker, which is great. Okay, just heard an interaction that sounded like it was in this room. Oh, no. We're going to burn our smudge immediately. Was that an event? Oh my gosh, I was so convinced that that was an actual hunt spawning on us immediately. That was crazy. That sounded way more like an actual hunt versus an event. Wasted our first smudge here. Remember to come back because of Discord, LOL. Had some stuff to do around the house, but we back. Sounds great, Emily. Yeah, I forgot to send out our Discord notifications, so just remember to get that out to everybody. All right. We do also have drops on this week here on TTV. So if you guys hang out for 2 hours over the course of the next 2 weeks, doesn't have to be consecutively, you can earn an exclusive new ID card in Phasmophobia. So we've got that going. So if you guys hang out here on the purple app today, you'll get that new ID card straight into your game. All right, we're going to get our Cruci down very quickly. Now, I assume it's just this room, but we might need to check in case this room and the kitchen count as one room boundary. I'm still learning some of the room boundaries on this new map. Some of it's a little bit tricky. Okay, our kitchen seems to be pretty much the same temperature. Okay, so it's just this back room, which is much better for us. I was really honestly hoping that it wasn't combined with the kitchen. Make our job a whole lot more difficult. It's a different one. I can show what the ID card is after this game, but it's a brand new one that just started, or just came out on drops yesterday. All right, let's grab our next few pieces of evidence, equipment, and head back in here. So I think the only thing that we actually know it can't be at this point is going to be a shade. Otherwise, everything is still fair game. Okay, we got our spirit box right away. Oh, I don't know what that was. It's throwing something back there somewhere. Or it's those giant hedge clippers. All right, let's check our temps again. Okay, we're at 40. Got an airball event, but we already have the Oni eliminated. So let's go grab our UV. We'll grab some salt that we can have it step in. We also need to get an incense. I'm just in here with no incense. I don't know what I'm doing. Crazy. Just walking around in the dark with nothing to save me. All right. So let's get our UV, our salt, and our trusty smudge stick. Let me know, have you guys already tried out the new map? Who here has tried out the new map? Have you guys started the fieldwork challenge? Have you guys done the weekly? There's a whole bunch of new content around this new map, so I'm curious to hear who has actually tried it all out. All right, got another event. We'll go ahead and just take a quick EMF photo. Might as well. And we'll throw a second salt down just so we have a couple spots for it to step through. Okay, no UV on this first one. We also know it can't be a mimic since we have had, oh. That sounds like an EMF 5, possibly. No? Interesting. I do the same thing. I'm just raw dogging it over here. Yeah, I forget. Honestly, if I don't forget a smudge stick, I usually forget the lighter, so I still can't even use the smudge. Okay, interesting. I'm wondering if we have dots and it's just not showing up right now. We could get our second set of dots set up in here as well. I'd love for it to walk through some more salt for us to check, just in case it didn't leave UV on this first one. But we'll check again here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mark off our wraith. Yes, thank you, Bella. Did in fact walk through our salt. Let's just double check. There's no orbs hiding around the corner anywhere. No orbs phasing through the wall, right? I thought that glare was one for a second. All right. I think we're clear for orbs. I really feel like it's probably either an EMF 5 or maybe dots. So maybe we grab our second thing of dots. We're going to throw a couple things in a pile for it to interact with, just so it's right by our EMF reader in case it is EMF 5. That's loud. I did with Vex yesterday. We ran a few games on APOC. Uh-oh. Hold on. Spawn in the next room. Maybe a yokai? This thing has no idea where I am. I thought I heard EMF 5 as well, so I'm wondering if we missed it. This thing has no idea where I am. Our flashlight was flickering and it just walked the other way. So I'm leaning towards a yokai, but we're gonna have to do some more testing and see if we can get that other evidence. An EMF 5 would not be yokai. What would it be? It would be dots. Dots are UV? No, dots are orbs. Oh, interesting. So we have no orbs. There it is. There we go. Okay, so it is EMF 5. So it's got to be a spirit or twins. Oh, interesting. Okay. Sydney, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Let's see. And with these ones, I don't think... Okay, so it did move rooms on us too, which would explain it spawning over here. We're going to move this. We're actually going to take this out to the door so that we can walk out to the truck and then be safe when we come back in. Libby, what's going on? Thank you for all the gifts. Zen TV, thank you for the roses as well. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for dropping in here, showing some love as always. Could be twins in the actual ghost room is wherever it starts hunting. Yes, so I'm guessing we probably are going to have twins here. Just because of the way it's interacting with the rooms and such. but we'll do a couple smudge timers to check. Let's see, what else do we need? We'll have the parabolic so we can listen for speed changes, and then we'll do a couple hunts and see if we can get our smudge timer going here as well. So seems fairly normal speed, maybe a little bit slow. Alright, we're gonna smudge it. Start our timer. It's twin because of the 2 rooms. Could be twins. It did, however, change rooms. The temperature has shifted to here, so it could be a spirit that has just changed its favorite room as well. Cat Meow, how's it going? Happy Wednesday. We're doing great. Hope you're doing good as well. Okay. So now we just got to see if it hunts before 3 minutes or if we get a change in speed on this next hunt. That did sound a little bit slow in my opinion in regards to its hunt speed, but we'll do a little more checking to find out. Girly Pop Clips, thank you for the hearts. Really appreciate it. Katie, thank you for the follow. You guys are going absolutely crazy this afternoon. I almost said this morning. My time's all kinds of messed up right now. Just playing Phas. Nice, right on. Are you checking out the new map or taking a little break from all the Grafton love? All right, gotta expand my TikTok chat here. That better be an event. I'd be so pissed if it just spawned on me while I was reading chat. All right, we'll see if this one gets a little bit faster. I feel like that felt like it was possibly a slow twin on that last hunt, but we're gonna see. We're at 1:30 right now, so a twins could start hunting at any moment. Spirit, however, we got another 1.5 minutes. Did a lot of grafting with my friends last night, doing some classic Tanglewood. Right on. I can't lie, after how much time we spent here in Grafton yesterday, I miss my Tanglewood and Willow Street and my Ridgeview. I miss all the regular houses. I've never been a huge Farmhouse fan, just because it's so dark and creepy. Speaking of which. Oh, God. Why does it sound like you're either getting sick or have allergies? Oh my gosh. I've either had a cold since Saturday or my allergies are just absolutely beating me up this week. So yeah, I got some tissues on standby because man, my nose is nonstop running right now. Oh, that's concerning. Please don't spawn on me. All right. I want to sit with this in my hand, but honestly, I'm a little nervous. I mean, it can't spawn right on me, but hey. If you guys have seen my TikTok videos, you'll see I've had some ghosts literally spawn on top of the crucifix. Yeah, it's that time of year. Everything is either causing colds or causing allergies. Okay, hunted at 3 minutes on the dot. Wait. No? Still just an event? God, I hate the rats in here now. I had that happen to me yesterday. It's crazy. I posted a TikTok just the other day. I've posted a couple where it's like the ghost spawns right next to my crucifix. So I don't know what's going on with all that. Okay, now we gotta hunt. Speed is the same. Alright. We'll do another smudge. Start our timer. Long shopping day in town. Alright, sounds good, Libby. Appreciate you stopping on by and saying hey. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Hope to catch you later. Alright. We are gonna see. Alright. Leave me alone, dude. Chasing me out the door. I would say it's a spirit. Yeah, we're gonna grab our last 1 or 2 smudge sticks. I can't remember how many we have. We got 1 more. So we're gonna grab this and we're just gonna do another test just to confirm. I'm leaning towards spirit, but we want to see if the speed changes at all on this one or if it hunts under 3 minutes. If it had hunted like right at 3 minutes, I probably would have just gone ahead and committed to spirit. But the fact that it was like 3.5 minutes, almost 4 minutes, could just be twins that are being kind of lazy on the hunts. So, I don't think we had any other... No, that should be all of our smudges. Because I think we used one early on because I thought it was a hunt. So, let's run out here super fast. And we're just going to park it right here. What do you guys think? Spirit or twins? I feel like that seemed like normal speed. Could be a little bit slow. But unless we get a fast twin, I don't think I'm going to mark twins. I was playing this with a few friends the other day. Just kept seeing who would find the cursed object first. And we all just kept getting cooked. Oh my gosh. You guys should really try. I know I've talked about it before on here. Oh my gosh. But the custom game mode where you have all 7 cursed objects, infinite sprint, the ghost is at 150% speed, you're at like 150% speed, but it's just last man standing. Everybody runs in with either night vision or just a flashlight, and it's just everyone grabs cursed objects, and last one standing is the winner. That's definitely something that is worth trying with a full squad of friends. That's a fun one. Exactly 3 minutes is very suspicious for a spirit. Yes. I have a feeling that we're probably going to get a spirit here. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I would assume twins would hunt a little bit sooner. Wait, I didn't even think of this. I need to do this. Yeah, I think I should still have the custom set up. I can pull it up after this round. Show you guys all the settings we've got. All right. It's genius. It's a fun one. All right. Looking like we're probably going to have a spirit. Quit turning my light off. Being rude. What did I just say? Gosh, that's 2 back-to-back airball events. It's kind of crazy. All right, we're going to reset our timer. Oh my gosh. Should we do a full another 3 minutes after this hunt? Or should we just lock in spirit if it's not fast this time? What is that? I really feel like we could lock in our spirit and just dip on out of here. Ugh. The rats might be my least favorite new sound that they've added. Ooh, least favorite ghost? I'd say... Ooh. Probably Rev, Phantom, or Wraith. Those ones are pretty tough. Phantom, just super hard to loop since you can't see it very well. Rev, obviously, so fast, so aggressive, absolutely terrifying. And then Wraiths are just also super challenging since they'll teleport to you and then start a hunt on top of you. So those are probably my 3 least favorites if I had to pick. Sydney, thank you for the hearts. Really appreciate that. See, I like Wraiths because they're easy to tell since they don't step in salt. But it makes it harder to collect your evidence, and then you also have to worry about them spawning on top of you. All right, we're going to lock in. I think we just lock it in, right? You guys want me to wait? Should we go for spirit? This thing does not want to hunt. It's been like 5 minutes now. I think we're going to lock it in. Let's go spirit. We're going to run it. That's what makes it challenging. That's fair. That's fair. All right, Spirit, locking it in. Fingers crossed that this wasn't just the laziest twins of all time. There we have it. All right. Let's go ahead and update our counter on our Farmhouse Fieldwork challenge here. All right, and somebody was asking before. I think it was Emily. But here is the new ID card that you guys can currently earn for the next 2 weeks on TTV. All you have to do is watch this stream or any participating Phasmophobia stream. And as long as you've connected your Kinetic account to your TTV account, you'll automatically get this in game as soon as you've watched 2 hours. Doesn't have to be consecutive, doesn't have to be all one stream. Just any Phasmophobia, 2 hours total over the next 2 weeks, and you'll get this ID badge. But we're going to jump straight. Did you manage to get the foil one? Yes, I do have both versions. So there's this one that has a little bit of a movement and animation that was only available for about 48 hours last week. And then there's the plain version that is available for the next 2 weeks. Gotta blow my nose, guys. These allergies are killing me.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. New intel. Reports of light switching. Possibly harmless, but be careful out there.
All right, we're back. Back in action. Okay, so let's go ahead, grab our usual lineup and jump on in here. Let's see, so how many do we have so far? We've got 8 out of 50. We got some work to do, that's for sure. Gosh, all right. I feel like this is one of those maps that no matter how long I play it, it's always... what is happening? It's always going to be a little bit creepy. Oh, man, and they put the fuse box upstairs. Alright, well, I'm fairly certain that we're probably going to be in the kitchen or one of the nearby downstairs rooms. So we'll just hurry, get our breaker on, and then run back down to set up. Hello? Alright, there we go. Let's see, what are we feeling with this one? We just had a spirit. Before that, we had a demon. Any guesses that anyone wants to throw out early on for this one? Alright, we're gonna toss that down there. Run back to our truck, grab some more gear. Raiju? Ooh, it's been a minute since we've had a Raiju. We had a crazy Raiju as our first game yesterday. Alright, let's grab our crucifix, video camera, and we'll go ahead and grab our ghost writing as well, so we can just set that up. I always like to throw ghost writing in first, or at least early on. Just, it's one of those where it's just gotta sit there. Don't forget a lighter. Oh, I do have a lighter. I'll be honest, I thought I forgot it when you said that. My chat is constantly having to remind me to grab a lighter. I either forget to bring the incense itself, or I just have the incense with no lighter. Okay, I'm not seeing any orbs. Alright, no orbs, so let's toss that there. Let's get our cruci down. We might get a second one for like the back area, because there's just like a couple little slivers that this isn't going to cover all the way. Lighter dementia is very real. Alright. Let's get our dots, spear box. And honestly, I'm going to grab this instead of our EMF, just so we can cover that back area. I want to try and get our 2 evidence types before we start doing our hunts. So if we could go ahead and just stop it here. And then we'll move these once we get our 2 evidences down. Let's throw this on the ceiling. I do also love that you're able to put the dots on the ceiling for this map. I know that they've been making sure to have that in most of the updates and the Grafton rework, this rework as well. I wish that it was that case on every map, so I'm hoping eventually they will update it to where you can put dots on the ceiling of every map, but I'll take it on here for the time being. Yep, we're just doing a regular nightmare right now. No evidence was a bit much on this map for the first time yesterday. So we're doing this because, you know, don't need to make it harder than it already is for our fieldwork challenge. We got to get 50 correct ghosts on this map. So we're going to do, you know, a harder difficulty, but we're not going all the way for no evidence perfect games like we have been. Although, I keep kind of forgetting how to play, like, the different setups and play style that I use for no evidence. I'm having to, like, switch gears in my brain for how to play this with the evidence again. Alright, so we've got UV. Let's see if our temps have dropped. Okay, EMF 3. Nothing crazy yet. Check our spirit box again. Okay, so all we have so far is UV. We know it can't be a mimic. Oh. I could have sworn I just heard the EMF 5. Did I not? I could have sworn I heard EMF 5 beep. EMF 5 is kind of bugged when you hold it in your hand. Oh, is it really? Weird. Because last game it was doing that too, where we like thought we heard it and then it wasn't there and then it was. Interesting. I think it's gonna be EMF 5 though. Come on. Oh, hello. Hello. Alright, well there's our EMF 4 for the event. Still EMF 4, EMF 3, 2. I'm really thinking it's gonna be that, unless we have freezing temps that it's just slowly getting there. Oh, we're pretty close. I don't think we're getting freezing temps. It could technically still be a Goryo, actually. So let's take a step back. Just in case. I do... Oh. Nope. Still just regular EMF. Let's grab a smudge. Don't want to just be sitting here with nothing. EMF 5 is tripping out. Yeah. Definitely tripping out. Oh. Okay, there it is that time. Let's see, does it disappear when we pick it up? Okay, it's still working now. That's so bizarre. Jin, Goryo, Myling, Obake. Can't be a Goryo because Goryos have forced dots evidence. So we're looking for Myling, Jin, or an Obake, which shouldn't be bad, honestly. We'll get a speed boost, a shapeshift, or a very quiet ghost. So all of those have pretty noticeable characteristics. I thought you had to be in the truck to see Goryo dots. You don't have to be in the truck. You just have to be looking through camera and outside the room. So if you stand outside of a doorway and look through the camera, you can see it that way as well. However, since we're playing a 2 evidence game mode and neither of them were dots, it means it cannot be a Goryo anymore because a Goryo will always have dots. So it would have dots and EMF or dots and UV, but it cannot hide its dots evidence. Let's actually leave one of these and we'll bring our parabolic again. Absolutely. Always here to help however I can. And if I don't know, there's probably someone smarter than me in the chat as well. Alright, so let's see. Where do we want to set up for this? Maybe we set up in the dining room in here. Somebody also told me earlier that if you crouch while looping around this dining room table, it will actually break line of sight. So we're going to test that as well, because I'd be very interested to see if that actually works. Okay. Throw one crucie down. And then, let's see. We'll just go grab our other crucie and we'll be set. Still hasn't turned the breaker off either, so a gin is certainly possible. Alright. Let's see what we get here. Haven't been brave enough to go in by myself. I don't blame you. This new map is terrifying. All the stuff they've added. I don't know if you've seen like the dolls and the mannequins. Now there's rat sounds. There's blood pouring out of the ceiling from the bathtub. There's that, whatever that was. Yeah, yesterday, found out the hard way. Not only do the dolls talk when they're interacted with by the ghost, they also teleport like the mannequins do. Sorry for blowing out our eardrums. That was crazy. Yes, they do teleport. I've gotta like pull the clip from yesterday, but I noticed, because our ghost was in the doll room, and they kept talking, and they kept saying, like, come play hide and seek, come play with me, come sing with me. And I was like, please just tell me they don't teleport. And we went to the van, and when we came back from the van, there was just a doll standing in the doorway to the house. So, I don't know what's worse, the dolls or the mannequins. I at least like that the mannequins don't talk. Glad I didn't find out myself. Yeah, I was not super pumped to find that one out. Alright, well, while we're waiting, time for a fun bev of the day. Today we're rocking a little caffeine-free Diet Coke. Let me know what everyone's sipping on. I'm laying off the energy drink for today. Had some cold brew coffee this morning and didn't want to double up, but let me know what everyone's rocking with this afternoon. I know we get a lot of Red Bull and Monsters usually. Gosh. This thing is not hunting either, which is really annoying. Ugh, the rats are awful. Coke Zero Vanilla. Ooh. I do need to try out like the different flavors and stuff. I always just go with the classic, but I'm trying to remember. I think I've had the cherry Coke Zero, which was fire. I'm trying to cut back the energy drinks lately, so I just got my water. And hitting us with a hydrate. Appreciate it, Emily. Yeah, I've been really trying to work on my caffeine consumption. Sometimes it starts creeping up on me quicker than I realize, and I'm like, I'm having way too much, and I'm just tired all the time because of it. 7 Brew Energy. Ooh, what's that? I don't think I've heard of 7 Brew before. Orange Crystal Light. Very nice. Coffee from the Human Bean. I feel like I've heard of that, though. I don't think I've ever had that, though. I think the rats are scaring them. That's why there's no hunts. Honestly, you're probably right. What if I can find the cursed object and just kick a hunt off? The one I keep forgetting is the tarot cards. I think they spawn right there. We'll go on a little adventure while we're waiting. It might also not help that we're sitting in a room with the lights on, so our sanity's not draining. So maybe we need to wander around in the dark a little bit more. No summoning circle, just lots of creepy dolls. Yeah, totally, Emily. Well, that's the tough thing too, is when your schedule is crazy and you're having a lot of caffeine. Sometimes it's just you keep adding on top of the problem. It's like you don't have time to slow down to reset your caffeine tolerance. Alright, I'm guessing we have Ouija board. No Ouija board. No Ouija. No summoning circle. No mirror. No voodoo. No music box. It's got to be tarot cards. Oh, it is hunting. Okay. Looks like we don't need it anyway. Gotta be careful if it's a myling. Let's start a timer. Okay, that seemed like it might have done a bit of a gin speed boost. But we're definitely gonna need to set up for another one of those. Monkey paw. Oh, that's what I was forgetting. Monkey paw should be downstairs, right? Gosh, I went through and found all of the cursed objects yesterday, and it's like monkey paw and tarot cards are the two that I just cannot remember for the life of me. Dining room? Oh, that's right. Wow, it was right next to us the entire time. Well, dang it. I was gonna try and use the cursed object to start a hunt, but I really don't want to do monkey's paw since it's gonna curse our vision. Okay, and then the tarot cards spawn in this back room, isn't it? They spawn like right there or right here, don't they? Am I tripping on that? The monkey paw and the tarot cards. Also, I mean, part of it is because I never use those ones very much. Tenderhorn, thank you for the follow here on TTV. Really appreciate it. Yes, on the desk. Okay, I thought so. I never really use the tarot cards or the monkey paw. Honestly, they're probably... I feel like, in my opinion, they're probably the worst of the two. Or worst of all the cursed possessions. Okay, definitely not a myling. That thing is loud as heck. Alright, let's see if this breaks our line of sight. It does. Interesting. Okay, so the dining room in Grafton does in fact break line of sight now. Very helpful to know for looping. Christy, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Okay. I think we got a djinn here. Yeah, we didn't have any shapeshifts. We'll do one more just to be sure, since we've got the time and we've got another smudge here. But it's not turned the breaker off. Looked like it did a bit of a speed boost there. Wasn't quite enough for a myling, and we never saw a shapeshift. But we're going to double check that for some reason we didn't somehow miss an Obake shapeshift. Darth Goddess, what's going on? Happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing good. Tenderhorn, really appreciate that. How long have you been playing Phas yourself? Just got done playing Phas as well. Right on, Christy. How'd your games go? Were you mostly trying out the new map, or what were you playing today? Come on now. Oh. The drink choice today is a caffeine-free Diet Coke. We're cranking back a little bit on the energy drinks, so had a little bit of or I had a cold brew earlier. Yeah, that's a gin all day. Okay, we gotta turn our headlamp off, but then we should be able to break line of sight here. Oh yeah, this might be the best looping spot on this map for sure. Wow, didn't even have to burn the incense. Been playing around 2 months, nothing crazy. Fairly new, just got back into it, almost prestige. Right on. Love to hear it. Love to hear you're on the prestige grinds. Only played once on the new map. I'll be honest, the new map's pretty terrifying. They definitely ramped it up with this one. All right. Should have another one knocked out. There we have it.
There's some jobs ready for you.
All right, let's go ahead and update our counter here. Is that 9? I feel like we got... Did I forget to update it once? That's probably right. Yeah, okay, we had 8, so that'll be 9. Keep it moving and grooving, guys. What do we think? Looking forward to the diner one. I'm super excited about the new diner map. I'm really enjoying this rework. It's fantastic, but I think a brand new map from scratch will be very exciting. I'm also interested. I've heard people talking about having like a walk-in freezer on that map, and I think it'll be super interesting to see how that actually plays out. Is a Hantu just going to be like insanely fast now? Zarlina, what's going on? Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. The worst part is Manus following you? Oh, the mannequins? Yes. And the dolls. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but the dolls can also teleport now, which is awful. Not only do they talk and sing, but they also teleport. Yeah, what do you guys think? Are you enjoying the rework more than you think you'll enjoy the new map? Or do you guys think that the diner is going to be a better map than this one? Ooh, pretty cold in here. This one's going to be really hard since we have snow. Snow is going to be a nightmare anytime we're on this map because of how much of the house is open. But I think it might be that doll room because we were down in the 30s in there already. Played the new updated map last night. Couldn't let myself go into the mannequin room. I don't blame you. When we were playing yesterday, we had the ghost room in the mannequin room once, and then we also had the ghost room in the doll room, which might actually be happening right now too. Okay, maybe not. Hopefully not. If they made things chase you or just creep factor like Grafton, I think it could be better. Yeah, honestly, I think if they made the mannequins or the dolls like actually chase you, where you could see them like running towards you, this game would go 5 times like scarier. I'm not too upset that they didn't add anything like that. OMG, the mannequin was moving everywhere on the map I was playing on. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, if they're moving a ton, you probably have a ghost in the mannequin room. They teleport every time the ghost interacts with them, so if it's moving a ton, that means your ghost is sitting on top of the mannequin somewhere. Oh, we've got a hunt. Upstairs. Watch it just be like a rev just comes flying down the stairs at me. Hello? Mr. or Mrs. Ghosty. Okay. I guess the hunt's over. Where is it? Could it be hallway? We did have a hallway ghost yesterday. Oh, it is the doll room. Come on. Oh, man. We're gonna have dolls moving around. I watched a streamer freak out because you can hear the mannequins moving behind him all the way to the front door. He turned around, it was in his face. Oh, no way. That's awful. Alright, we'll grab our video camera. Honestly, we're not even gonna bother putting that on the tripod so we can switch. Guess we'll grab dots. And then we're gonna, oh man, no. I'm gonna grab another smudge stick because we don't have a cruci down yet, so I don't want it to spawn as soon as we walk in the house before we get upstairs. We're gonna walk with the cruci in our hand though, so it can't spawn on top of us. right, let's cover as much of the room as we can. Quick check for orbs. I don't see anything. Alright, I'm gonna put one smudge stick, honestly, we'll put it right at the top of the stairs. Could you explain the difference between 2 and 3 smudge? Does 2 just slow it down and 3 completely stops the hunt? So the tier 3 smudge does not stop the hunt, it just stops the ghost in its tracks. So instead of slowing it down, it'll just stop where it is for 5 seconds and then start going again. Personally, I only use the tier 2. I don't like the tier 3. The tier 2, since it's still moving, you can see which way it's going, and it's still a little more predictable, and then it'll speed back up. Versus the tier 3, stops dead in its tracks, and then it could just start going the opposite direction. And so, honestly, more times than not, using the tier 3, it has ended up getting me caught. So, tier 2 typically seems to be a much better choice. Alright. Let's get our dots set up. We got our ghost writing we can throw down as well. And our good old spirit box. So let's do this. Throw this on the ceiling. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, come on. No, I want you to go the other way. There we go. Some nice coverage here. Ooh, ghostwriting. First ghostwriting of the day. All right. Perfect. We had no orbs. Let's check our temps because we were pretty close, honestly. So we might have freezing temps. Oh, yeah. Very much so freezing temps. Oh, what a combo. Minx, thank you for the gifts. Really appreciate it. Glad to see you stopping on by. What? Was that one of you? Oh my gosh, look at that thing. There's so many noises. Okay, they just threw something, so we're gonna say no shade. However, that's worse. Now we have mean, fast, or faster as our 3 options. Not gonna be a fun one here. We have a demon, revenant, or a Moroi on our hands. Oh man, I'm not excited about this. All right. Here we go. Heading back on in. So after 37 levels, I finally got a demon. He was broken. He never hunted me even when I got down to 40%. Oh man. Are you trying to go for your Doomslade challenge? Oh man. Is there a light in here I can turn on? Oh, just the creepy little lamps. Oh gosh. Well, there's one. Might as well grab a photo while we're here. Are there more lights? Oh. Okay, we can kind of see in here now. I just wanted the experience that everyone talks about when encountering them. I felt gypped. Yeah, that's tough. Demons can be weird. I mean, that's what keeps this game interesting, is there's always the way ghosts are supposed to react or behave, and then they never seem to actually work that way. Or they trip you up a little bit, try to keep you on your toes. All right, guys, can we throw this over here? Good to know. All right, we're gonna grab our cruci and we're gonna head downstairs. Let's grab our other smudge stick on our way down. Alex, what's going on, my man? I'm so scared. We have a demon, a rev, or a Moroi right now. I don't know which one I want, honestly. Hello? The mean ghost again. I know. It's just mean, fast, and faster. Alright, we're gonna sit on the Cruci just to be safe. I'm hoping it spawns up there and not, like, super close to us, but we do have plenty of smudges just in case. We'll see. Also, if you guys are watching on TikTok and you want to also earn an exclusive new Phasmophobia ID card just for watching, be sure to come on over to the Purple app. All you have to do is hang out and watch the stream, and you will earn a new ID card in Phasmophobia. So if you want to check that out, username's right below. We'll be live all week where you can earn that ID card. Gosh, it is talking a lot. I wonder if it's a Moroi, because it is talking quite a bit. Chrissy, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Christy, if you're asking how you can earn that, all you have to do is go over to TTV. My username is right here, or it's also in my TikTok bio. All you have to do is come over there, and then I've got a pinned message in the chat of how to connect your accounts to make sure you earn that ID card. But all you have to do is watch any participating Phasmophobia stream over the next 2 weeks for a total of 2 hours. Bella, thank you for the follow. Thanks for coming on over from TikTok. Really appreciate it. I had 3 solid evidence for a ghost and ended up being Obake. What the hell was that about? What 3 did you have? And what game mode were you playing? Oh no. It's a rev, isn't it? No? Not a rev. Start a timer. I don't think it's fast enough for a Moroi either. Interesting. Okay, maybe a demon then. Let's get some lights on. I think we're gonna set up around this dining room table. I think that's my new go-to looping spot on this map. After we found out earlier that it does in fact break line of sight. Don't remember, it was custom. Interesting. I'm wondering if it could have been, let's see. You said Obake, so EMF, UV, and orbs. Let's see. I mean, it wouldn't have been quite the same as a mimic. That's my only other thoughts. But yeah, it sounds like it might have just been glitched out or something. Mixed Girl, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. Roz, what's going on? Games are going well so far. We're chipping away. Oh, it's hunting already. It's a demon. Well, that was quick. Zarlina with the 100 bits. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. Hold on, I gotta catch up with chat in a second. We got an angry demon on our hands. The mayor in chat says boo. Amazing. Mixed Girl came from TikTok. Really appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys are new and you're watching on TikTok, or you just came over to TTV from TikTok, all you have to do is watch for a collective 2 hours over the next 2 weeks here on TTV, and you will automatically receive the new Phasmophobia ID card. So if you want to check that out, username is right below me here. Zarlina with another 400 bits. Thank you so much, Zarlina. Absolutely going crazy showing the love today. Really appreciate that.
Welcome back.
Did I scare you?
Ready for you.
I'll be honest, Mayor, you didn't scare me a whole lot. You mostly pissed me off because I can never get you right on no evidence. There we go, though. We got our demon down. Let's jump into our next Grafton Farmhouse one. And let's update our counter here. All right, guys.
Before starting the investigation.
We're 20% down with this challenge.
The intel. Looks like this is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of fire.
So how does that work with the ID card? Yeah, so if you see the pinned message just above, it's got some details on there at the top of chat, as well as a link on Kinetic that will explain how you can connect your TTV account with your Kinetic account. All you have to do is go into Phasmophobia, and on the main menu, it'll say Twitch drops. You click on that, and then you can just log into your account, and it'll automatically pair those. So once you've watched any participating Phasmophobia stream from now until August 26th, it'll automatically add that into your game. All you have to do is hit claim on your TTV notifications. But it's got all the instructions at that link on in the chat. All right, guys, let's head straight in again. Let's see how far we can get. Hello. Zarlina with the tier 1 sub. Shout out Zarlina. Really appreciate it. Going absolutely crazy today. Really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Mayor, thank you for the follow. I feel honored to be followed by one of the beloved ghosts in the game that I play so much. Every now and then on TikTok, I see like Obake or Mayor or Demon with their with the little icon like that. So I'm glad to finally have one of you guys in the chat watching. All right, we got the power on. We'll go upstairs while we're here. What's my fave ghost? I've been asked this before. Honestly, I feel like it's probably an Obake. I feel like that's probably... Oh. Well, we found our room. I feel like the Obake is probably my favorite just because it's such a unique one. I think it's really cool. The 6-finger handprint it leaves and the shapeshift is super, super neat. But yeah, I think that was just cool because it's got such unique abilities. But let me know, what do you guys all think is the best ghost or the worst ghost in the game? Toronto and Kristen J, thank you guys for the follow here on TTV. You guys are going absolutely crazy today. Which ghost do you encounter the most? For me, it's Wraith. Ooh. I feel like we get a lot of Jinns, honestly. We get a lot of Jinns, and lately I've been getting a lot of Yuris and Mylings, and the Mylings are absolutely awful. It's either I get the Mylings or I think I have a Myling. It's just a weirdly quiet ghost. Best ghost, Mare. Worst ghost, Jinn. That's not a bad take. Shade. Ooh, I hate shades. I mean, they're not bad, but they're annoying if you're going for perfect games where you need evidence. Okay, we have our Cruci. Let's grab our video camera. Excuse me. Let's grab our ghost writing. Actually, no. We're going to bring another smudge just in case it hunts before we get our Cruci down. Yes, the needing to get all your media evidence is absolutely brutal if you have a shade. Especially now that you can't spam salt photos. Haven't encountered a Myling or a Dio yet. Myling are just annoying because they're so quiet. So sometimes they can be kind of hard to identify correctly. Otherwise, they're not bad. Dio are another one of my favorites. Very noticeable, and their speeds are super interesting. Okay, hold on. Are we in the bathroom? I think we might have been getting interactions through the wall. Yep, okay. Let's shuffle over here real quick. Let's grab all this. Yeah, Dios are super fun. Okay. I will say, Dios are scary until you realize it's actually a Dio. Because, man, they just come flying out of there. And until you see it slow down, you just think it's a Rev. And the breathing they do on Spirit Box. Yes. I've only gotten the Dio growl on Spirit Box once. And I had to sit there. I already knew it was a Dio. And I had to sit there spamming Spirit Box to get it. When's the next follower goal? I haven't set a goal as far as when we'll do more gifted subs yet. I think our default goal, we're already 2 away. You guys have been absolutely killing it today. Yeah, Dios are great unless you're hiding in a closet. They're only great if you're gonna loop the ghost. I love the fact that you can throw the duck. I get so distracted by it every game. It's a lot of fun. I was throwing it around for a while yesterday. We did have a ghost absolutely throwing the duck at the wall earlier today. Alright, no spirit box off the jump. Wait. Wait, where are you going? No, come back. Okay. Thought I was gonna slide all the way down there. Okay, let's get that there. Ghost writing down. You can try this again real quick. Did you know you can throw stuff through the hole? Well, our spirit box almost just threw itself down the hole. Michaela Russell, thank you for the follow. It was crawling away from you? Yeah, I don't know what was up with that. Spirit box is just not a fan, apparently. Alright, let's grab our EMF, UV, and some salt for the UV. That's so funny. I don't think I could have took the ghost seriously. I know. I think that ended up being like one of the ghosts that we didn't make it out away from earlier. Queer with No Fear, thank you for the roses. Really appreciate it. Thanks for showing some love today. Okay. So we have no orb, so we'll go ahead and take Mimic off. We were already super close to freezing temps, so let's check again. What do we think? Any guesses on the ghost? Oh, EMF 5 showed up for a second. It's glitching out today. I don't know if anyone was here earlier, but the EMF 5 was like, it's working now. But every now and then it'll show up and only last for like a second and disappear. Or when I first pick it up, it'll disappear. Okay, we got our walkthrough salt, and we do in fact have UV. I almost didn't see the UV over there. This thing's climbing on everything. Alright, we have UV and we have EMF 5. No Goryo because it cannot be a Goryo without dots. Oh no, where's our duck? Ducky! There he is. Whew. Okay. We'll carry our ducky with us to victory. You can't scare me, I have my ducky. Alright. It's okay, ducky. No need to be scared. Alright, so we're going to take our ducky. We're going to sit him gently here. So we need Myling, Jin, or an Obake. So we're going to take this. We're going to yeet our crucifix downstairs. Take our ducky to safety. And we're going to set up in the dining room to loop the ghost. Go make the ducky introduce the chickens. Oh yeah, we'll have to take it over there. Ad break. Oh no. I ran out of snoozes on our ad breaks. I'll be honest guys, I pretty much hit snooze every time it's available so that we don't have ad breaks mid-game. Corporate Exorcist, thank you for the follow. Quite the username. Alright. We're gonna sit with our ducky. Should I... Maybe I'll go grab our parabolic real quick. If we can get out. Jen, thank you for the follow as well. Josh with the Let 'em Cooks. Appreciate the gifts. Alright, let's grab this, that, and we'll grab a firelight just so we can see a little better. Guys, I'm sorry, I gotta blow my nose again. My allergies or a cold or something is killing me today. Alright, we're back. Phew. I feel like I just sound so nasally today on stream. But the grind must continue. No days off for it. Alright. So now we just need our fun little ghosty to start a hunt. We have to be careful not to put this too close to our smudge sticks. I don't want to burn them all up. Alright, let's take our ducky and see if we can go find... We didn't find the cursed object, right? Let's find the cursed object. Maybe we can start a quick hunt. Didn't miss anything, Bella. Had to take a quick break to blow my nose. So nothing too exciting. Oh man, it's gonna be upstairs. I'm fairly new Phasmo player. Can't wait to unlock everything, especially the ceiling dots. Yes, the dots, the tier 2 and tier 3 dots are absolutely massive upgrades. Oh, we got the bone too. No summoning circle. I'm a little scared to walk by this room with just the ducky in my hand, but we're gonna try. Ooh, we have the mirror. Okay. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Ducky, go wait for us downstairs. What if we can check the mirror? Oh, we can. Oh. Ooh, if that was a 6-finger handprint right there. But yeah, Jen, if you have any questions while you're watching today, any tips that you need on finding the ghost or just fun Phasmophobia things, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'm always happy to help people learn or figure out new things in the game. And if I don't know it, there's probably someone smarter than me in chat that knows it too. It's always funny. Sometimes I look in chat or I look at people's profiles after the stream and stuff. And I'll see someone's like prestige 20 level 1200. I'm like, oh, why are you watching me? You clearly know more. Or at least you've spent the time. Okay. Definitely didn't seem like a djinn. Let's go ahead and smudge it. What are we down to? Djinn, myling, and something else, right? Djinn, myling, and obake. I think it was a myling. It seemed pretty quiet, I'll be honest. Yeah, I think that's probably a djinn. Hang on, Ducky, I'm putting you in the first spot. We'll do another hunt just to be sure. Thomas and Mayor Ray? Is that what it is? It's cut off. Mayor Ray. Thank you guys for the follows. Really appreciate it. Yes, I think that it's probably a myling. I would like to see another hunt. See if we can get a shapeshift here. I want to see it a little bit longer before the hunt's over. Alright, should be coming this way. No djinn speed boost. Oof. I don't know if that was a myling either, though. Alright, we're gonna reset our timer if we can here. Interesting. I don't know. It didn't feel like a djinn. I don't know if it was quite quiet enough for a myling. Alright, here's what we'll do. We'll take our ducky. We're gonna go get our EMF reader and check real quick if we could have an EMF reading at the breaker. Book Blossoms, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Okay, regular handprint there. Uh-oh. Maybe that... I don't know. Maybe it could be a djinn. Little suspicious. I don't think it's a myling. No, I can still hear the footsteps. Too loud for a myling. We're gonna go gin. I think we're gonna lock it in. What do we think? Am I absolutely tripping? Rain and tub juice not helping. Tub juice is a crazy thing to say. I mean, I guess it's not a bad, I mean, it's also not turned the breaker off once. Ash, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Seemed fast. I think it might be. I think that might have been a little bit of a gin speed boost. It hasn't turned the breaker off a single time. The gins have been throwing us off a little bit lately. All right, Ducky, time to meet the chickens. Oh, don't yell at him. Be nice to my kid. All right. Could do another line of sight test. Oh, we do have one more smudge. All right, guys. We'll do one more. Just for good measure. Why can't I pick that up? There we go. We'll do another super quick line of sight test. I'm gonna place this one here so we can see it a little bit better down this hallway. Okay, I'm gonna move this one as well. I want to be able to like see it as it's sprinting down here. All right, we're live. Where's my parabolic? Let's see if it speeds up here. Hello? Was it not just hunting? Maybe it's just an event that closed the door? No, it's hunting. There we go. Excuse me, could you come down here? Bro. Gotta work on that cardio. Breathing way too hard. See, the footsteps seemed quiet there. Oh my gosh. Flash Force, thank you for the follow here on TTV. Really appreciate you coming on over here from TikTok. Jin Fashao? I think so. It's not turned the breaker off a single time. It's gotta be, right? Alright, Ducky. Let's lock in Jin. Fingers crossed. There we go. Okay. I was feeling confident, but then you guys had me second guessing myself a little bit. All right. Straight back into it. Let's update our counter. We're at 11 out of our 50 so far. Got a long way to go, but we're chipping away. Okay. We're going to start with our normal lineup here. Mylings have been tricky with some of the houses. I tell you what, the Mylings have been stealing my lunch money lately. Especially when it comes to the houses with stairs. Excuse me. Some of them are pretty, like, accurate. Like, if it's walking down the stairs, you won't hear it from range. But sometimes it does that with all the ghosts. So the houses are a little finicky with the Myling steps. Okay, let's see what we've got here. The wood floor is throwing me out. Yeah, there's so much, like, so many audios on this new map too. Like, there's so much ambient sound. Like, I think you were saying on TikTok, like the bath juice, the rain, the wind coming through. So hard to hear stuff on this map now. I think it's cool how much ambient sound there is and how much they've added to it, but makes it absolutely brutal for, you know, specifically a miling check. All right, let's check upstairs. We didn't really check all of downstairs, but we're just gonna do a quick peek up here. I think we're good. Madison, I didn't know you were a Phasmo player yourself as well. Small world. Got me pulled up while you're playing Phasmo as well. Honestly, I think that's a lot of people here in the chat. Or people that are watching, not chatting. They're just like, oh yeah, I just got you on my second monitor while I'm playing some games as well. I'm honestly, Flash, I'm loving the new map so far. I can't lie, I don't love the mannequin room and the doll room, but, oh no, the mannequin room's our ghost room. Honestly, I don't know why I'm bringing the camera since we're not going for perfect games. I'm not getting any media with it anyway. But yeah, super excited for this map. They did a phenomenal job. There's so much more detail to it than all the other maps. Like, they've really stepped it up, and you can tell that the whole dev team over there has been putting in a lot of work. But honestly, as much as I'm loving this, I'm super excited for the Nell's Diner map that is coming out later this year. I mean, this is basically a brand new map with this rework, but I'm very excited to get like a 100% brand new map coming up. Okay, for a second I thought I forgot a Cruci. Would not be ideal. No, 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 no. Where? Where are you? Where was it? Okay. I think we're clear for all of our what was I even saying? I'll be honest, I saw a notification on my phone, brain wipes. That's what happens to me. I'm not trying to mark out ghost orbs. I want to get rid of Mimic. What am I doing? My friends and I were playing, got 5 out of 50 so far. Right on. What difficulty were you guys playing? Were you doing one of the standard ones, or were you doing like a custom game mode? I always find it interesting to find out what everybody plays. Let me know in the chat. Are you amateurs, intermediate, professional, insanity, nightmare? What else is there? I think those are the 5, right? Is there one more that I'm forgetting? Insanity, nightmare. I think those are the top 2, and then customs. Nightmare / no evidence. That's been my go-to. I do a lot of no evidence gameplay, typically, and then we've been doing nightmare for all of this for the challenge. So it's nice to get a little bit of evidence, especially since this map does not have great looping spots. I'm not very good, so I do amateur. Hey, let me tell you what, I rocked amateur for a long time before I wanted to go any further than that. So we all started at amateur. First professional to get the layout, then we got bored, switched to nightmare mode, right on. Yeah, professional I always like to do either as a warm-up or just to kind of like get the layout, get a feel for the game, especially if it's been a while. Absolutely gotta start somewhere. All right, let's head on in here. We can set up our salt and our UV. Hopefully we can get our evidences here quickly. Wasted no time on that, and we do have UV. Guess we might as well grab some UV footprints. Honestly, let's just grab a couple since we're not getting photos anyway. Might as well just get our little $2 footprint photos. Okay, we have UV, and I feel like we're gonna have freezing temps, probably. Okay, let's mark our UV. Maybe spirit box? Let's see. How do you know which room to pick? So when it comes to which room you want to set up on, I typically use the thermometer. So you'll see like the room that the ghost is in will be drastically colder than the rest of the house. This map is definitely a bit tougher because there's holes in the ceiling and walls, so some of the rooms are pretty cold anyway. But the ghost room specifically... Oh, EMF 5, okay. The ghost room specifically will be significantly colder. Jin, Goryo, Obake, Myling. Same exact lineup. That's like the third time. But otherwise, you can also walk with your EMF reader and see which room it's interacting in. So this is going off since it's interacting and throwing objects in this room. So that's another great way that you can tell. All right, we're gonna set up in our same spot back here. But before we do that, we gotta go get our ducky. We can't do this without Rubber Ducky. Haven't seen some of the cool interactions here firsthand, so excited for those. Very excited. Have you seen the doll interactions? The mannequin ones, I'm already a little used to, because the mannequins have been a thing for a long time in the game on a couple of the maps. But the dolls... Okay, let's see what we got here. Can hear its footsteps, so no Myling. No way we have another Jin, right? I mean, I didn't see a single shapeshift. I've had them talk to me, which is a no thank you. Yes, yesterday when we were testing it out, it, no. Don't be rude. I'm just trying to be nice, trying to hang out. Yeah, yesterday we had our ghost room be the actual doll room, which was not great. But they were talking a whole bunch, and I was hoping that all they did was talk and they weren't like the mannequins. However, we went to the van, and when we came back, a doll had teleported, was just standing in the doorway waiting for me. So, apparently, they can also teleport the same way the mannequins do. Guys, I'll be honest, I think we have another Jin. This is like our third or fourth Jin today, I think. Time for a quick Bev check-in. Cheers to that. What's everyone sipping on today? Heard some interesting choices earlier today. Anybody rocking any afternoon energy drinks? I'm cutting back on the energy drink, so I gotta live vicariously through you guys. Try and drink more water. What's going on, Alex? All right. Can't help and cutting back as well. I feel like a lot of people are like, at least a lot of people in the chat have been saying that they're trying to cut back on energy drinks. I haven't been nearly as bad as I was a few years ago. A few years ago, I was having like pre-workout, a venti cold brew, and an energy drink all in the same day, and I was just exhausted constantly. So yeah. I haven't been that bad in a long time. That was a few years ago, and I cut cold turkey for a while, which was a bad choice, but we're back. Water. There you go. There you go. White Peach Zoa. Okay, Zoa is an energy drink, right? I feel like I've seen Zoas. Protect me, Ducky. Protect me, Ducky. Oh my gosh, I can't see it behind the table. Yes, the Rocks brand. Okay, I thought so. I've never tried them. Are they good? You said White Peach. That sounds pretty good. Guys, did we lock in another gin? What is this? And by what is this, I mean, what is this with getting the same ghost over and over again? Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna go grab another smudge just in case, and then I think we are just gonna take the EMF to the breaker and just double check if we get an EMF reading over there. We'll just bring a firelight in, I guess. We might as well bring in another smudge just in case something weird happens. Alright. Throw one smudge here. Did we have a downstairs breaker or is it in the attic? I kind of forget. I'll be honest. Let's see. Okay, it is down here. Can we balance it on here? Oh, that was a weak throw. Come on, man. Come on. Give me some more credit than that. Huh. Oh, hold on. I should probably focus on the task at hand, I suppose. Hello? Okay. Anything at the breaker? Guys, I think we're just gonna go gin. I think we rip it. Let's go, Mr. Ducky. I swear, if this ends up being a myling. Alright. Locking in, back-to-back gins. We'll see. Okay.
Welcome back.
I thought this game was about to gaslight me like no other. It's been a while since we've actually had back-to-back ghosts. I feel like that used to happen a ton. 3,200 more ghost orbs till your doom, or when you turn back random. It'll be back on soon. We've got it off for this week while we're checking out the new map and focused on that. We've got some of our channel redemptions turned off, but they'll be back enabled soon. Probably after we finish our Farmhouse Fieldwork challenge. Alright, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Okay, I'm gonna leave the camera because we're not really using it for anything, I'll be honest. We're just gonna bring a crucie. I think that'll be better off the jump. Has everyone in chat here, have you guys earned your new ID badge yet? How much do you guys have left? I'm curious. I know some people already got theirs unlocked yesterday during our stream, but I don't know if is anyone still working on it today? We got some new people in here today as well, so hopefully we can get you that ID badge. Working on it now? Right on. You got yours, Alex? Sweet. Yeah, it's not too bad. They've made it not terrible to earn those. Which is the better rework? I definitely like this one better than the Bleasdale rework, I'll be honest. I like the like abandoned, falling apart vibe of this one. Versus the Bleasdale one is just, it kind of just feels like an old-timey house. There's nothing like crazy about it or nothing that seems like super spooky and haunted. All right, looks like we're gonna be upstairs somewhere. Okay, no summoning circle. And thankfully we're not in the doll room. Imagine we're in the bathroom with another djinn. One downside of this rework is that the bone is so hard to find. Absolutely. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of Sunny Meadows in terms of like just how much debris is on the ground, which makes it very difficult to find. Sunny Meadows and Brownstone? Yeah, Brownstone High School. Why can I not think of the name? Those ones are both brutal with how much stuff they have covering the grounds when it comes to trying to find the bone. Jody Lynn, thank you for the follow here on TTV. Really appreciate it. You guys are absolutely smashing that follow over here today. Just hit our next following goal again. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys are all enjoying the stream so far today. Hopefully we can get you all those ID badges as well while we're hanging out. I do love how much new content that they've been putting into the game in the last year or so. The reworks, starting to do TTV drops for ID cards and stuff. All the cabbages, thank you for the follow. Now, are we talking like all the cabbages or just like some of the cabbages? Is it really all of them? All right, let's check if we have ghost orbs. Nothing yet. Every last one. Wow, it's a lot of cabbage. You've been going famous today with all the followers. I don't know if I'd say famous yet, but we're definitely, we've been getting some love today for sure. Glad you guys are all enjoying hanging out with us this fine afternoon. Hopefully it's a good afternoon for everybody at least. I know the weather has been pretty gnarly in a lot of places lately. On your scale, famous. There you go. All the cabbages. I have to ask. Are you a fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender by chance? Or is the cabbage thing just completely unrelated? You either know the show and know that reference, or you're gonna have no idea what I'm talking about. But I'm curious, since you got all the cabbages, if that's related at all to the cabbage cart guy. All right, let's get our EMF. Let's get another cruci for the back. And then we'll just grab another smudge. Should be good to go. Indeed, but it's unrelated. I made a He-Man profile pic with cabbages all over it. Oh, no way. I'm gonna have to check that out afterwards. My cabbages! All right, you guys are all cultured. I appreciate that. I love that. It's just become a meme for my life. I do have a dog named Cora. No way. That's awesome. That's one thing that's always fun to talk about on here as well, is asking people like their favorite childhood cartoons or throwback TV shows. Anybody have any favorites? I remember when I first started streaming, since my last name is Fenton, a lot of people were calling me Danny Phantom since that was his name in the show, and we're ghost hunting, so it kind of works out. Let's see, what other good shows were there back then? So many. Honestly, Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network and stuff all used to absolutely crush back in the day. Ooh, which is better? Avatar: The Last Airbender or The Legend of Korra? I'll be honest, and you guys are going to probably not like me for this. I've not watched most of The Legend of Korra. I'm sorry, but it's true. I've watched the Avatar: The Last Airbender like plenty of times, but I've not watched all of The Legend of Korra. I still need to do that though. Maybe I'll have to go back and watch that soon. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Ooh, that's a good one. Atla wins for pure nostalgia. Exactly. When did The Legend of Korra come out? That was several years later, right? After they had already finished Avatar. I watched both, but Avatar is on top, 100%. That's what, like, I haven't watched Korra, but I have a feeling I know the answer. Okay, what could this be? Do we have a Goryo for our first time? We've not had one yet today. Hold on, maybe we have... Dude, UV freezing temps. Jin Hantu Demon. I swear, if we have another Jin... Alright. We're gonna have to go to the truck and get some more incense, but we're gonna grab Ducky. I'm at least glad, even though you can hear the rats, I'm just glad you don't see the rats. I'm not trying to do that. All right, let's run back out. What do we think, guys? Jin Hantu Demon hasn't seemed overly aggressive, but demons aren't always that way. We had a super passive demon earlier, which was a pain. Okay, let's grab one smudge, our parabolic, and oh my gosh, guys, I didn't have a lighter on the whole time. No worries, Cat. Glad to have you back in here. We're discussing all of our favorite throwback Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network shows, stuff like that. We had some Avatar: The Last Airbender fans, some Legend of Korra fans. Somebody shouted out Courage the Cowardly Dog, which is it's a good take for sure. All right, we're gonna go up with our smudge. I don't think we ever found the cursed object either. And I do want to double check for orbs really quickly before we get too far. Because it could be a mimic if we had orbs. Wow. I'm honestly a little surprised. We've been getting a lot of mimics lately, so I'm a little surprised that we don't have one. Alright. Headed back down. Ooh, Cat Dog. That was a weird one. Cat Dog and Courage the Cowardly Dog. Those were some trippy shows for kids to be watching, I'll be honest. It's like looking back, I'm like, should I have been watching that? I don't know. All right. Let's go ahead and drop some stuff here. Let's get some lights on in here too. There's that light. There's one more, and then I'm gonna put this one out here so we can kind of see it when it first starts coming down the hallway as well. Okay, let's take our ducky, 2 smudge sticks. I'm gonna go see it, or let's do 1 smudge stick because I want to see if we can find the cursed object and get a hunt going. No voodoo. Let's see, no tarot cards. No monkey's paw. Okay, just checking, making sure it's not hunting. I guess the door's still open. I never was much of a film kid, not gonna lie. Can't think of any I liked back then. That's fair. Definitely not, because what the heck were we watching? Yeah, that was a lot of those shows. It's like, all right, who is letting us watch all that? Do we have music box? We do have music box. Okay, that's a good one for a quick little hunt here. All right, we're gonna get all the way into position, so we're set to go here. Just gonna place that down nice and gentle so we don't accidentally start a hunt. All right, let's see. So we got ducky. We're gonna put you down for right now. I'm sorry. And then here is our... Oh, it's already hunting. Didn't seem like it had a speed boost there. Definitely has line of sight speed though. Okay, let's start our timer. Initial thought is it's probably a demon, but we will do some more investigating to make sure. Hey, we all just turned out just fine with those shows. Define just fine. You know, that's fair. Making myself a taco right now. Ooh. A Choco Taco? Shout out those that were here yesterday when we were talking about our favorite ice cream truck desserts. All right, we'll just chill here with Ducky for right now. We do have an ad coming up here on TTV. Unfortunately, I am out of snoozes on our ads right now, so we're going to have to run it. I'll go ahead and run it now instead of in a minute. So hopefully it's done by the hunt. Otherwise, I will see you guys in just a moment. I'll try and hold the ghost off as long as I can, but we'll be right back from this ad break. Only one anxiety med instead of two. That's comedy. They stopped making the tacos. I heard. Yeah, that's devastating. Yeah, yesterday we were streaming. An ice cream truck came by my house, and I almost sprinted out midstream. I can't even lie to you guys. I cannot lie. Still no hunt going on. I swear, if we have 3 gins in a row, I feel like I'm also not going to guess gin because of the fact that it's B3 in a row. Like, it feels statistically like it should not be a gin. Not getting any hunts, though. Guys, I don't know what's up with my allergies. I feel like my whole face is congested. So hopefully I don't sound like Squidward completely on stream today. Otherwise, I'm going to watch this VOD back and I'm going to just hate it. All the new followers are going to be here like next week when my sinuses finally clear up. You're going to be like, you don't even sound like the same person. All right. Come on, give us a hunt. Give us something. Played with my friends one time. We had a gin 4 times in a row. No way. I mean, this is honestly looking like this might be our 3rd in a row. And either our 4th or 5th on the day. Oh, our crucifix is still up there? No wonder. All right. Wait. I forgot we put a 2nd crucifix up there. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go try and grab the other crucifix and move it. Unless it's already been burned twice. Yep, it has. Great. Stellar. Alright, follow me down here, big boy. That's a gin. Are you kidding me? Three gins in a row right now? We got 3 gins in a row last night? No way. I don't know what's up with these things. This is actually crazy. All right, we're gonna wait on one more hunt. I mean, that was pretty obviously a gin. I just wanna, I guess, listen and just make sure we don't get a hunt in like under a minute 30. Absolutely crazy. I feel like this used to happen a lot more often with the game where you would get the same ghost 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a row unless you restarted. I'm talking here. Unless you restarted your game entirely, but I haven't had it for a long time. So it's kind of crazy that we're having this again. I wonder if something happened with the new update that's causing it. If this hunt's at like a minute 30 on the dot, then we'll know it's not a demon. Come on. These gins are making an empire. They're doing something. I don't know. They're putting in some work. No hunt. I mean, it sounded like it sped up like right at that firelight, which would be just about right on distance. I guess we do have our music box down here still, don't we? We'll just go ahead and do that. Really kick this off. Just Phasmo being Phasmo. Jeez. I mean, that seems pretty Jin-like to me. Probably should have waited on that a little longer since it's a curse hunt. Luckily, we can break line of sight with this. Being able to break line of sight with this is a huge W. Because let me tell you what. This map was tough for looping. Alright. I always have a hard time identifying Jins in practice. I know. Jins are awful. But, again, we've been in here for several minutes. Seems like it's speeding up as soon as it sees us. And it's not turned the breaker off a single time. Almost any other ghost would have turned the breaker off at least once by now. What's my hair doing today? Getting a little crazy on me. Alright, make sure we have Jin selected. Is that 3 in a row? Yes, time will tell. I swear, if this is just a lazy demon. 3 Jins in a row. With Breaker, Broken, Thay, worse than Spirits. Ooh, oh, they're worse than Spirits. That's true. The only thing that can help you is that little speed boost they do. But honestly, sometimes that's pretty hard to identify just because it almost just seems like line of sight speed. It's really hard to notice that subtle, like, little jolt of speed that the Jins get. Alright, guys, we got 13 of our games down. Ooh, we got snow. Don't love that. Alright. Here we go. Probably should have brought EMF, but we'll make it do. Alright, let's run back. Figure out where our breaker's at. I do love that there's only 2 breaker spawns in this map. That's a huge help, honestly. Alright, let's start getting some lights on. Start looking around. Let's see, no monkey's paw. No voodoo doll. I don't know if I've had the voodoo doll a single time on this map yet, actually. Ooh, could be this. Hello? Hello? Alright, it's either this back room or it's the bathroom. No tarot. It's one of these 2 rooms. Alright, we're gonna just start loading our gear in. I'm gonna place this in the bathroom for the time being, and then we can always move it. We're gonna get a second cruci on this one for that second room as well. Man, you know what I'm terrified to actually get on this map is a snow weather event with a Hantu. I am absolutely terrified for that to happen for the first time. Because it's just going to be fast everywhere on this map. In Fahrenheit, freezing is below 32, right? Yes. However, if you're using the tier 2 or the tier 3 thermometers, they only have to get down to 32.9 for it to count. So as long as it starts with 32, it counts as freezing. And same as in Celsius, it doesn't technically have to be below 0. It just has to be at least 0.9 for it to count. Alright, don't see orbs anywhere. Let's get our EMF reader out. I don't know where those interactions were earlier. So let's see. 37, 35. Okay, I'm gonna guess we're specifically in the bathroom then. Yep, okay. Oh, EMF 5, okay. If this is a Jin, I'm gonna lose it. All right, we'll just throw that other one over there. Just to have. Never hurts to have double crucies. It's throwing quite a bit of stuff. What do we think, guys? 4 gins in a row? Yes or no? I just taught my Prestige 20 friend that 0.9 equals freezing last night. No way. That's definitely something I feel like not a lot of people know about. Because, like, it feels like it shouldn't make sense, but... Now, that doesn't count, obviously, on the tier 1. You don't really have the point anything, so... On those, it has to be clear below 32 or 0. Oh. Didn't like that. Oh, don't tell me you've moved rooms. What's happening? Is this a hunt or an event? I don't know how scared I should be right now. Oh, the door's open. It's an event. You jerk. Just trying to scare me. Alright, let's get that there. Get our ghost writing down. Let's see. Freezing temps for another gin. What does the other one gins have? UV. Okay. We have something different, folks. Wraith Twin Spirit. Ugh. Okay. Let's go get some salt. Hold on, guys. My smoke alarm's going off. Be right back. Sorry about that, guys. We're back. That was crazy. My fire alarm just went off so loud in my office here. And then they went off in the entire house. I thought it was an EMF 5 too. That was actually crazy. Let's see. Bro, what? RIP. I gotta catch up on the chat now. Was that a fire alarm? Acting chill AF for a fire? He may or may not come back. Thought it was mine going off. We'll assume the worst. Blink twice if you're okay. No, just a false alarm. I think So it actually happened a couple weeks ago because of how humid it is here. The humidity was setting off our fire alarm a couple weeks ago. And I think it's the one in my office that triggered the whole house system. And I think it's because of how hot it gets in this office when the doors close. I've got the lights, the cameras, the PC, everything. It's like 90 degrees in my office right now. So I've got the door open and hopefully it doesn't go off again before the stream ends. But yeah, I literally thought it was an EMF 5. And then I'm like, wait, that's really, really loud. All right, well, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Get yourself a fan. I've got a giant overhead fan blasting, but I think I need a standing fan too, apparently. All right, where were we? Just heard it touch a door or something. Let's do a quick UV check. Gosh, what would you guys have done if my whole place just burnt to a crisp just then? That might be a first. Wait. I don't need UV with this. I need to be checking for a wraith. So, I'm going to place one of these over here so we can loop it and we'll force it to walk through that. Okay. What else? I remember your video from yesterday. What's going on, King Von? I remember you popping in here in the chat yesterday as well. All right, let's move this crucie over here. Oh, we gotta go get a rubber ducky. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some fans or something in here. For those that are just joining, we just had to take a quick break because my fire alarm started going off my whole house because my studio here was so hot. Yes, that ghost that popped up right in my face was absolutely insane in that video. Surprisingly, a lot of people thought it was a phantom. It was actually, I had to go back and check. It was a Yuri. It just like, I think had to be the worst possible timing on the blinks when I was looking around the corner for it. Okay, it hasn't walked through the salt yet at all. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be a wraith, but we'll see what we get here. We got our ducky of protection now. I wouldn't have to kill you with the random. Oh, come on, man. Okay. Let's see. Probably shouldn't rub my feet on broken glass here. I should have got a I'm gonna go get a motion sensor. Let's get some motion sensor and some more salt real quick. That way we can check if check to see if we have a wraith. I'm kind of leaning towards wraith honestly so far, just because of the fact that it has not tripped any of the salt. So let's grab another salt. We'll grab a motion sensor. Do I want to bother with a parabolic? I feel like we don't really need to. We'll just grab another salt for now. We're just going to put salt all over this place and see if it walks through. If it doesn't, then we'll lock in our guess. I'm going to have to leapfrog here. I carried too much stuff with me to the door. And I'm scared if it's a wraith, it's going to spawn on top of us before we get all our stuff over here. Alright. Let's really line this place up with some salt now. Okay, so pretty much if it sets off this motion sensor here, it has to be a wraith if it doesn't walk through the salts also. Alright, let's grab our crucie. We're going to put these ones in the back corner here so they don't accidentally prevent a hunt through the wall. Okay, let's see. I think we have a Wraith, though. We just needed to actually start a hunt. That would be great. I'm gonna go check the salt we have in here just to see if it's triggered it. It has not. Sounds like it might have moved into that room too. It's either moved into that room or it's interacting through the walls. Alright, we got our ducky of protection. We're set. Kat, your favorites are the Wraiths. I think Wraiths are pretty cool. But they can be a bit of a pain at times. King Von, we're just doing solos, but if you want to join our community Discord, I'll be announcing when we do community game nights coming up soon. I've got the link over on my TTV channel. If you want to join, you can do that there. And then, yeah, we'll have those coming up. We've had a lot of requests for some game nights, but for our Farmhouse Fieldwork Challenge, we're just doing our regular solo streams this week. Man, I cannot get this thing to hunt. I'm gonna go, I guess, look for the cursed object. It was none of the ones downstairs. So let's go see. And Dios. Yeah, Dios are a great one too. We've not had a Dio in a while, honestly. I would love to have one. Okay. Summoning circle? Nope. Music box or Ouija board, I guess? Music box. Okay. I should have left one inventory slot. Wait, hold on. Okay, not hunting. Oh, I always forget that you can't have this in your offhand. So technically we are a little risky right now not having a crucifix in our hands because the Wraith could spawn on top of us at any moment. We're gonna get back to the safety of our other cruci back here, and then yeah, we'll start a hunt from there. If this crucifix burns as soon as we do this, we're gonna know we got a Wraith for sure. Okay, here it comes. Walking right over that salt like it's absolutely nothing. There is our friendly Wraith. Oh. Didn't realize I still had another crucifix in my hands. Ducky, come here. We gotta hide. Alright, guys. Not a bad one. We love some Wraith action. You should make a TikTok on the fire alarm. I'll have to go back. I didn't clip it because obviously I was a little busy dealing with the actual fire alarm. But yeah, I'll have to go back and find that clip of the fire alarm going off midstream. What's your favorite ghost? Ooh. Somebody asked me this earlier. What did I say earlier? I'd say probably an Obake, an Obake. Just because the shape-shifting's cool, the six-finger handprint's cool. It's just got the most unique characteristics. Excuse me. Too much of the Diet Coke. Alright. Here we go, Ducky. Taking you home. Ooh, the Banshees are really cool, too. Banshees are tough, though. I'll be honest, those messed me up quite a bit. Alright, guys, let's update our counter real quick. 14 out of 50 games down. Let's see if we can end today with a crisp 15. I missed what ended up happening. False alarm, I hope. Yes, it was a false alarm. Thank you, though. Yeah, it was honestly, it's just, I think it's because it's so hot in my office here with the door shut, me yapping my mouth, the lights on, PC, console, everything running has just got it so hot and like it's so humid here anyway. It's like, what's the temperature right now? it's almost 100 degrees outside where I'm at right now, so the humidity has been so bad that it's been getting bad enough that it's able to set off our fire alarms. So apparently I'm gonna have to go get a couple more fans to put in my office this week. Banshees in multiplayer are the best. Honestly, I've never actually seen the Banshee do like its targeting thing that it does in multiplayer. I need to do that sometime. Where do you live, Death Valley? That's a good one. That's a good one. No, don't live in Death Valley. I live near St. Louis, so just kind of smack dab in the center of the country, in the sweaty Midwest. It's just been miserably humid here lately. Feel that Michigan's been hot and humid this summer? Yeah. I think the summer's just been pretty brutal for everyone in the Midwest or most of America, honestly. Okay, nothing here. Ducky! Alright. Let's get some lights on. I always turn that light on like it does much. Oh, I bet Canada's been a bit nicer. I guess it still depends on what part of Canada, but you're at least a bit more north to get away from some of the humidity. Alabama's been pretty mild. Honestly, I'm surprised. I would have thought that Alabama would be getting hit with it pretty bad too. Okay, 43. Is this our room? Looks like we might be in the bathroom again. Back-to-back bathroom ghosts. All right, I guess we'll set up here, and then we can always adjust if we need to. All right, let's run on out. 81's not terrible. I say that like normally I'd say 81's terrible. It was just it's been so miserably hot that 81 honestly feels like a cool day. No cutoff today? Alright, Reese. Take a hike, buddy. You don't want to go toe for toe in the cutoffs. Alright. Let's check if we have orbs. Oh, we do have orbs. First ones of the day, I think. Ooh, maybe Yuri? Do Yuris have orbs? Alright, I'm thinking we probably have a Yuri, but let's see. What are the other ones that they have? I was told there'd be cutoffs. You're the worst. Yuri's. Ghost orbs, freezing temps, and dots. Okay. So keep an eye on freezing temps. But honestly, I think we could just about ego leave on a Yuri guess right there. 42. So it might not be in the actual bathroom. Hang on, let's see if our orbs moved. I think they did. Is it out here now? I see my breath out here, but I think that's just because, oh, the orbs are out here now. Okay, so is it this entire room then? 44, 42. This is gonna be a huge room to have to cover. Oh my gosh. Is this a hunt? Oh, just an event. Woo! Okay, I guess we're gonna just move our stuff like to here for now. Let's see if we can get dots. So we need dots or freezing temps if it's gonna be a Yuri. could also be a mimic. All right, let's go ahead. We're just gonna go ahead and get the rest of our stuff brought in. We'll shuffle this stuff here. I've not had this main room be our actual ghost room yet, so I'm a little curious to figure out exactly how the room boundaries work. All right, I'm gonna carry this smudge with us to the door, just in case it starts a hunt before we get out. 3,000 more ghost orbs. You're chipping away at it. All right, let's see. I guess we got another crucie. I want another set of dots too. And then, okay, yeah, what would mimic be? I mean, I guess we pretty much still need to bring everything in. So we'll grab this. We'll come back for our UV. And what else do we still have? UV and EMF, that's right. All right, we'll put this guy, I guess, back here. Try that. Then we'll try our other dots just right here. I had a yokai. Wait, I had a yokai that did 2 light-breaking events, like right after I turned the lights on back to back. Thought it was a mare, then I died. That's tough. Those events are always tricky too. Those are sneaky ones. They'll get you. Okay. Oh, I gotta turn the lights off. All right. Let's also check that we're still in the right room. Where's our thermometer? Grab it. 37. It's throwing stuff in here. This is so bizarre. 51. Okay, so it's definitely got to be this room. Where are the orbs, though? Okay, they're around this corner. Gosh, this room is so weird to cover. It's like a huge L-shaped room. All right, we're going to toss this here. Okay, that's pretty good coverage. That's got like all of this area. Let's move our ghost writing a little more central. Really? You gotta drop dust on me right now. Nothing on spirit box. How are our attempts looking? We're getting kind of close. Okay, let's go grab our UV. I also need to have this a bit closer to the room. Not gonna do me much good all the way outside the house. Okay. UV, EMF, and our salt. Oh man, I just got a 0 value dots photo with the ghost very clear in it. Really? Was it a duplicate, or did it say it counted as something else? Like, was it like disturbed salt in the background or something like that? All right, we'll throw a couple. Okay, we have UV. All right, so it cannot be the Yuri. Interesting. But that could still be our dreaded mimic. Okay, so we need to check spirit box and keep an eye on our temp still. Come on now. No, it just says $0. Interesting. The mimic. It could be. Could be our first mimic of the day. It's close. Okay, could also still be, what are our other 3? Banshee, Hantu, and Obake. Those are a fun 3. All 3 of those have super interesting characteristics. All right, we're gonna turn all these guys on. All right, so let's get our parabolic. Let's get another smudge. Maybe we just do 2 smudges? Uh-oh.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Oh no. What? My game crashed? Guys. Oh man. It had to have been a mimic. The mimic crashed my game.
Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before...
Those mimics are always up to no good. I wonder if I could still do... Oh, I can't now that I loaded in another one. I should have checked to see if I could still, like, access the debrief menu or something. That's a bummer. It's been doing that to me quite a bit lately. Really? New Ghost, the glitch. Okay, honestly, I feel like they could do something like that. Not obviously crash your game, but like have it do more like glitch effects or like bug out your game, kind of. Obviously, they already kind of glitch out your stuff, but... What was that? Gosh, could you imagine it like the glitch like flips your controls to be like inverted or something insane like that? All right. Or it makes you like drop whatever's in your hands. That'd be pretty tough. That would be crazy though if it's just like mid sprint you drop your incense. All right, no music box, no Ouija board. All the temps look normal too. No summoning circle. Thank God we're not in the doll room again. Okay, bathroom's good. No mirror. Bedroom's good too. All right, we got to get our ducky. All right, ducky, I'll come get you later. All right. Back down we go. Let's see what we can do here. Did we check all the back bedrooms too? I thought we did. Oh. Kitchen. Okay. Is it kitchen or is it the back room? Definitely kitchen. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, yeah. Banging around on the doors. All right. Let's place this one here. Drop our smudge. Run on out. What do we think, guys? Any vibes from this ghost yet? Any thoughts, questions, concerns? All right, let's get ghostwriting, dots, and video camera. My friend and I thought we had a banshee because it was following me, and he stepped in front of it trying to get a video, but he died. It wasn't a banshee. I'll be honest. I'm sorry for your loss, but that's pretty funny. Stepped out so confident it was a banshee, not gonna hunt him. That's a tough break. All right. Okay, let's go ahead, get spirit box, UV, and salt. All right, guys, hopefully our game doesn't crash this time and we can actually get our 15th game to wrap up today's stream. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying this series, working on the new challenge with the new map. Uh-oh. Ugh. Don't do that. Let me know. Have you guys all got your drops yet? How close are you guys to getting your new ID badge or ID card? Do we have a wraith again? Come on, walk through something. All right, we'll leave it and we'll come back. It's probably gonna walk through as soon as I go to the truck, though. All right, let's get our EMF reader. What else do we need? Get another crucie, and we'll grab a smudge. That should be pretty good. If we get any more, or if we still don't have any salts walk through, we could always come back for a motion sensor just to check that we are actually getting it. Okay, it did walk through. So, it also just did an airball, so no Wraith, no Oni. It did also event with us earlier in the room, so we're gonna say no shade. Let's see, do we have anything of evidence yet? No ghost writing. Hold on. Let's maybe not do shade yet. I want to wait on that. Because this ghost is not doing a whole lot right now, so it could actually be a shade, potentially. Okay, we have UV. So no shade, so that's good. Let's see. We're getting freezing temps on this one. What do you think, guys? Should we get another gin to wrap up the day? It feels only right after we had, you know, 3 in a row. Let's double check that we don't have orbs hiding anywhere back here. I do at least like now that it, like, the square shows up saying they can record something and it says ghost orbs. That way you're not kind of left guessing. Could be a Goryo. Let's check that. Let's take a step back here. I also need to have a smudge in hands. I've been walking around without one. Oh. I think that's our glitched EMF 5. That was an EMF 5 tone. We'll wait to make sure. Let's step out again. It might be another gin, though. Come on. I need you to... Oh. Where is it? I don't even see this thing. I need it to give us an EMF 5? You weren't lying about getting gins all the time? Apparently. We are on a gin hot streak today. Now, the EMF 5 was technically glitched. We heard the sound, but it wasn't showing, so we want to make sure that we get a confirmed EMF 5 before I fully commit to that. But knowing how much we've had gins today, I'm sure it was an actual EMF 5. All right. There it is. Perfect. Okay. So now we can set up in our dining room where we already have our ducky waiting on us. All right. So now we just got to go grab our 2 crucifix. All right, there you go. And we will move on in here. All right. Ooh, that one's still hot. All right, we got our ducky. We got our incense. We know it can't be a Goryo, so we're looking at a Jin, Myling, or an Obake. So it's either going to be quiet, it's going to have a speed boost, or it's going to shapeshift during the hunt. So those are the 3 things we're looking for. We're looking for a speed boost as soon as it sees us from a distance for a Jin. We're looking for unable to hear footsteps until it's close enough for our flashlight to get interference for a Myling, or we'll get a nice shapeshifter 2 from our Obake. We've not had an Obake yet today. We've had our fair share of Jins, though. What do we think? Odds it's a Jin? Honestly, I'm kind of just assuming it's a Jin at this point. He could shapeshift in front of my face, and I still might guess a Jin after the day we've had. And now you don't want to hunt. It just burned the crucifix like twice in a row, and now it's refusing to hunt me. Come on, buddy. You're not so tough, are you? Oh, ghosty. There we go. I already hear the footsteps, so no miling. All right, come here, bud. I need to see you. Well, man, I would just about guess a yokai if it was an option. Oh, you're a slow fella. Oh, there's that shapeshift. There we have it. Finally got something other than a Jinn. Leave the ghost alone, man. Hey, I'm just trying to do my job. I'm getting paid big bucks to hunt this thing down. Or at least like $150, right? Is that what you get for the ghost? Alright, let's make sure we got it selected. And there we have it. Game 15 of our Farmhouse Fieldwork done. Oof.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
What? So is it working or is it not? Hang on. Let's restart our game super fast. Let's see if it updates if we close our game. All right, let's relaunch here. All right. Let's check it out. What do we got? Okay, it did still give it to us, so we're good. We're still good. All right, guys, that is going to do it here on TikTok. I will be live again the same time tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central, if you guys want to check it out again on TikTok. Hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun. Appreciate all the follows and all the support on TikTok. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to catch you tomorrow. All right, guys. It is just us now on Twitch. That is going to do it for today. We're going to go ahead and set up another raid today. If you guys want to partake to finish up earning those badges, I'm going to set us up with a raid to another Phasmophobia streamer so that we can show some love and you guys can keep watching some fun new Grafton content and potentially earn those badges if you haven't finished yet. All right, let's go ahead. Also, we've got some raid messages here for you. If you guys want to copy and paste those when we find someone we want to raid. The first one is if you are not a subscriber, those are just global emotes, so anybody can use those. The second one is if you are a subscriber to this channel with some of our custom emotes, but use either one you want. Or feel free to send whatever you guys are feeling yourselves as well. So I'm going to go ahead and find somebody that we want to drop in on. If you guys have any streamers already in mind that you would love to show some love to, feel free to let me know in the chat as well. But let's go ahead and find somebody with some good vibes here. So we want to find somebody streaming some Phasmophobia. All right. Oh, this person says Phasmophobia, but they're playing Peak. Can't do that. Let's see. Why are none of these in English? All right, let's adjust our search here. How's everyone's Wednesdays going, by the way? Everyone having a good day so far? I feel like it's been pretty chill. Everyone seems like they're having a good time. Seems like a lot of you guys are just hanging out with us while you're playing some Phas yourself. All right, guys, I think we're going to do a raid on GG Central. I've seen her pop up on TikTok all the time. She's got some great content. Seems like she's a great Phas player, so should be a fun one. But the raid messages are in the chat now if you guys want to copy those. We will go ahead and start a raid over there and jump straight into that. But I appreciate you guys all hanging out. I just want to say thank you for all the support, all the followers, subs, the gifts. Shout out to all you guys. It was a great day today. I had a lot of fun playing some more Grafton Farmhouse, working on our challenge, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. We'll be live again, 2 p.m. Central. I think we're adjusting our times. Instead of the 1 p.m., we're going to start doing 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So I hope to see you guys then. Prepping for D&D tonight. Oh, right on. I've never played. I had some friends that used to play a ton. I've always been interested, but I've never had the time and dedication to get into it. But I feel like it's something I'd really enjoy. So have fun with that, cabbages. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your days, guys. Let's show some love to GG over here real quick. And then I hope to see you guys tomorrow. All right. The raid is beginning. Here we go. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your days.